I have a good team of chatters, but they're not good enough. Sorry, bros. I love you. I'm not in love with you. And the reason for that is because I know that they are not operating at their maximum potential. I know it for a fact. I know they're just doing enough to coast and get by so that they can make money and improve their lives compared to what it was like before. And most importantly, not get the boss's attention in a negative way. I get it. I understand. I had a job once. Thank God I didn't have to work for me. Holy fucking shit. I would have quit that job in a fucking hot minute. But I am always, it is always at the front of my mind how I can get them to sell more and how I can get them to perform better. And in this video, I'm going to provide 9 simple things that you can do to double your chatting revenue in your next shift. So this video, it could be for chatters. It could be for the agency that manages the chatters, because it doesn't matter. If you're a chatter, do these things. If you manage chatters, tell them to do these things, whatever. Number 1, send 20 messages to a sub before trying to sell. Most chatters are so fucking lazy and they're so low effort. You know what? This video is for chatters. I'm going to say you as a chatter. Okay. I'm going to pretend I'm talking to the laziest, fucking dumbest piece of shit chatter on the planet. Send 20 messages. You got a guy who's responding. He's fucking talking to you. He's like Mr. Thirsty Pants over here. Fucking get to know the motherfucker a little bit. Don't just be like, hey babe, how are you? I'm so horny, $100. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, are you malnourished in the fucking Philippines? Like what's going on that you can't think more than like 10 minutes ahead into the future? I'm sorry. Anyway, the point of sending more than 20 messages to before you sell something is so that the sub feels some sort of emotional connection to you, so he will buy. For example, let's say, God forbid, you're a woman, you're a female chatter, and you're watching this. As a woman, you probably have a man in your life who, you got wrapped around your finger so that he can fucking stick his little penis inside you whenever he wants, right? How much is that man willing to spend on you? How much he's willing to spend every fucking dollar he has on you so he can keep sticking his fucking penis inside you, right? Use your brain. Think about it for a second. He will spend every fucking dollar that he gets. All he needs is like basic necessities. Give me food, give me water. Everything else goes to you, baby. Buy clothes, buy this, buy that for the baby, for the kid, right? Get your nails done. I don't know, whatever the fuck you spend money on over there. Just so he can keep sticking his fucking penis inside you, okay? And here you are talking to a fucking man, talking to a subscriber, and you're not spending any time to get him to feel that level of connection with you. You're just like, oh, hey, baby, give me $100, buy my video. Give me $20, I'm so horny. You're going to love it. You're going to come so much. It's terrible, right? And the point I'm trying to make is that the reason your husband or boyfriend or whatever is so attached to you, is willing to spend that money on you, is because he is emotionally attached to you. And the reason for that is not just because he paid you $20 to fuck you once. You guys went on dates and you talk all the time and you sleep in the bed next to each other. There's a lot of fucking time that you spend together. So you got to spend that time with the subs also. I mean, if you want to be a fucking good chatter, I don't know, maybe you don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. So, and the way you do that, the only way that you can do that is by communicating to them via messages. Yeah, maybe voice notes, whatever, if you've got that. Couldn't hurt, right? But you absolutely must slow it the fuck down. Slow it the fuck down and send more messages to them before trying to sell. Okay? Because you don't want to be a hooker. Okay? And how much are hookers in the Philippines? $10? I don't even fucking know. $20, let's say. A man will spend $20 on a hooker, but he'll spend every dollar for the rest of his life on his fucking wife. Okay? Do you want to be the hooker? Because you're acting like a fucking hooker when you talk like that on OnlyFans. Hookers will make money, but they won't make a lot of money. The wife makes way more money. The wife will get way more money, especially over the life of the husband or the lifetime of the relationship. So be the wife. Don't be a fucking hooker. If that's possible. Number 2, qualify. Qualify the subscriber. Now, I'm going to explain to you what that means. You probably don't know because, well, who knows? I don't know. What does it mean to qualify a subscriber? It's two things, okay? On the one hand, we want to qualify in the traditional sense in sales, right? Qualify means like, do they have money? Are they like in the mood to spend money? Are they the right customer for you? And also in the chatting sense, we want to qualify. And what this means is that we want to get personal information from them so that we can connect that information to ourselves in some way to give the appearance of a deeper emotional connection, right? Remember how I said before, like your husband spends all this money on you. Well, the reason he does that is because he spent a lot of time with you. He's built a life with you. You guys have gone to the same restaurants. You fucking sing at the same karaoke bar. You fucking have a kid. I don't know, whatever the fuck you do. You've known each other for so long, right? Now you don't have you don't necessarily want to spend 5 years talking to a sub. So what we want to do is we want to fast track it by qualifying and building commonalities. Okay, well, this brings me to my next point. The reason we qualify, the reason you get that personal information from the sub, what do they do for work? How long have they been doing it? How did they get into it? Do they like it? Do they not like it? How old are you? Oh, well, I guess you can't really qualify much on that. Where do you live? Oh, really? How long have you lived there? No kidding. Do you like it? It's not that fucking hard, bro. Jesus Christ. The reason you get that information is because you want to build commonalities with them. Now, what is a commonality? Commonality is connecting what they say when they qualify themselves to yourself in some way. For example, if I'm talking to you, Mr. Chatter person, we don't have a lot in common, let's be honest. I mean, yeah, okay, we both work in OnlyFans management. And I say, hey, Chatter bro, what do you do for work? And you say, I'm an OnlyFans chatter. And I say, really? Wow, that's crazy. I work in OnlyFans management. I have an agency. Oh my gosh. How did you get into being a chatter? Oh, well, I started doing this and I applied for a job and then I was doing, selling this and I managed this model. She was top 1%, blah, blah, blah. And I say, really? That's crazy. I also have a top 1% model. And you said yours was blonde? I also have a blonde one. Well, that's small world. That's fucking, yeah, blondes are the best, aren't they? Right? Now, what did I do? I asked you a fucking question about yourself. You told me the answer, and I connected it to myself in some way. Then I asked you another question about yourself. You told me the answer, and I connected it to myself in some way. You and I, if we have those things in common, well, you at least, are going, oh, yeah, even me also. I guess you can't really stop the connection. We are going to feel like we have a lot more in common, right? Now, if I ask you, hey, bro, what do you do for work? And you tell me you're a fucking aerospace engineer, it's gonna be a little bit harder because I don't even know what that is. You like fucking make airplanes? Like I don't even fucking know. I'll be like, oh, cool, aerospace engineer. Yeah, that reminds me of. I went to an airplane museum once, and the engineers told us that airplanes are fucking really great. I don't know, whatever. You get what I'm saying, right? Like I'm at a loss here to connect that to myself in some way. I can't relate to your experience. You can't relate to me because I have no idea what your experience is like if you're an aerospace engineer. Whereas if you're a chatter, I know what that is. You know what my experience is running an agency. Maybe not exactly the same, but like you have a pretty good idea. We're in the same business. So what you want to do is you want to build as many commonalities with these people as you can so that they will feel that level of connection with you. Why? Because then it will be easier to fucking sell. Holy shit. It's not to give them the warm fuzzies and pat yourself on the back that you did what your boss told you to do. No, it's so that when you fucking go through a PPV sequence with them that totals up $300, they do it like that without fucking thinking about it for a second because they're like, oh yeah, of course I want to fucking jerk off to your videos because you and I have so many things in common. You're not like these other whores out here who just want my $20. Okay. And the way that you do that is by qualifying and building fucking commonalities with every sub, every single one. You must absolutely try it with every single fucking subscriber. Not 9 out of 10, not 99 out of 100, every single fucking one. If you do not do it, you are leaving money on the table and you are being a lazy piece of shit who should probably just go on welfare because you're a fucking retard. or get a different job. I don't know. Go work at McDonald's. Number 4, what you want to do is you want to do a break in rapport. A break in rapport. Sometimes when I review chats, I wonder what it's like in the Philippines. You know, I wonder like, is it, and it can't be that you're dumb. It really can't be that you're dumb. And when I'm talking about this, what I'm really referring to is, well, I was going to say the women, but it's also the men. Like, do you guys have no idea how to flirt? Like, do you have no idea how to flirt or be sexy? Filipino women who are watching this, like, do you have no idea? Do you know what that means? Flirting? Do you know how to be sexy? I do not think you do. I really do not think you do. I think you have no idea at all. What is a break in rapport? A break in rapport is basically teasing. It's basically ripping on the other person so that they understand that they need to chase you a little bit to acquire you. For example, I'm a chatter. I'm talking to a subscriber and I qualify them. I say, oh, you know, Johnny Boy 626, what do you do for work? And he says, I'm a aerospace engineer. Let's stick with that one. And I say, oh my God, Johnny Boy, are you fucking serious? You're an aerospace engineer? Oh, I can't talk to you anymore. I'm sorry, but like aerospace engineers, they're just trouble. I know they're trouble. My ex-boyfriend was an aerospace engineer and we had this love-hate relationship. And like, oh man, it was good sometimes, but other times, oh my, we were just like ready to kill each other. Now, what did I do there? Okay. That is a break in rapport, meaning I actively discouraged the strengthening of a positive connection. Okay. I discouraged it. I said, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work between us because of that fact you just told me. So you can think of it almost like the opposite of a commonality, although it's not really the opposite because I did still have the commonality of like, I connected it to myself in some way. So really the sequence is this, is qualify, break in rapport, commonality, right? So let's look at that again. Qualify. What do you do for work? Break in rapport. Oh my God, you're an aerospace engineer. We can't talk anymore. Commonality. Because my ex-boyfriend was an aerospace engineer and it was this toxic relationship, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That is how you become an interesting conversationalist. If you can do that, little chatter, you will have money raining down from the fucking sky on dead accounts that have 30 subs. You will be able to milk them for every fucking dollar they have because they believe, well, because you're kind of forcing them to chase. When you say that, their natural inclination, let's use that same example, their natural inclination is going to be like, well, what do you mean? Like, yeah, of course it could work out between us. You know, just because I'm an aerospace engineer doesn't mean I'm like that guy. Right? That's what they're going to say. They're not going to be like, oh, well, fuck you then. I mean, you know, if you don't like aerospace engineers, we just don't have to talk anymore. They're going to do the opposite. They're going to chase, especially because it is the opposite of what every other 4.2 IQ chatter is doing on there. Fucking break in rapport, it's good. Number 5. It's a good one too. Pick one script. Hopefully you have scripts. Pick one script and create pre-written PPV descriptions. When I review chats of chatters who aren't selling, they're always making the same fucking mistakes. And one of the mistakes they make is that their PPV descriptions are fucking terrible. They're fucking terrible. Why? A couple of reasons. Number one, they're not descriptive. They don't describe what's actually in it. Okay. You send a PPV, there's no preview. It's blurry. You know, they can't see it usually. And you send some cryptic message like, hey babe, I just woke up. I wanted to send you this $20. Well, fuck you, bitch. I'm not spending fucking $20 to open up your mystery video. Fuck you. What is it? Are you fucking yourself with a dildo? Are you shaking your titties? Are you cooking breakfast? Like, maybe you're cooking breakfast. You're trying to rip me off for $20. I don't give a fuck you're eating eggs and sausage. Like, tell me what is in it. I need to know what is in it before I spend the money. Would you ever, Filipino person, would you ever go to the fucking store and have a salesperson say to you, they give you a box and they're like, hey, I know you're going to love this. Give me $20. Well, what's in it? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Give me $20. I know you're going to love it. You're going to love it, babe. Fuck you. No. But if they said this is the best, I don't know, fucking steak, it's got the juiciest marbling and blah, 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 and they fucking sell it to you, and they paint this picture in your head about how amazing the steak is, you're like, oh, well, damn, I kind of want that steak now. And you need to do the same exact thing when it comes to writing a PPV description. You need to say, hey, babe, I want you to see my look at my hard nipples and, lying on my back here with my legs spread, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And the goal of a PPV description should be, when they read it, their dick gets a little hard. That is the goal. Okay, that is the fucking goal. And another goal of having a good PPV description is so that you don't have to write a new fucking PPV description every time you send a PPV. You have one script. You have the good description for every part of the sequence. And you just it's like warming up with the sub. You've done, let's go out on a limb and say you've done your qualifications and break and rapport and commonalities. You transition to sales. It's starting to heat up. You send them the first one, copy paste, boom, that's it. A nice fucking sexy message where they read that and they're like, oh, wow, I kind of want to see that. I'm kind of in the mood to spend the money for it. Instead of you having to do it on your own. I reviewed a chatter. This is my newest chatter. Well, actually not my newest one anymore. Of a chatter the other day, and he was sending god-awful PPV descriptions. And the reason is because he did not have any pre-written PPV descriptions. He didn't have any. There were none. So he has to make it up as he goes every single time. It's tedious. It's boring. Who the fuck wants to do that? And you got to do it for every single sub. You're not going to write out fucking 6 lines of text for every single one. So I told him, I was like, listen, bro, before your next shift, pick a sequence, 5, 6 pictures, videos, whatever. Write out a good description for each of them and then use that. And you got to do it too. All right. Don't be fucking lazy. Take 15 minutes of your stupid life and fucking do it if you want to sell and if you want to make money. Number 6, I think, send a higher volume of messages during conversations. Just send more messages. It's not that hard. Send more fucking messages. Put more effort into the conversation. A way to gauge effort is by sending more messages. Here's a good rule of thumb. Do you want to make twice as much money? Send twice as many messages. What you can say in 1 message, say in 2 messages. What you can say in 10 words, say in 20 words. If you're talking to a sub for 10 minutes, talk to them for 20 minutes. That's all. Just double everything. Double everything. If you double everything, you'll make twice as much money. Now, the question, are you willing to do that? I hope so. Hopefully you're not one of these fucking lazy, stupid piece of shit chatters who just doesn't give a fuck. Maybe you are. I mean, statistically, you probably are, which sucks for you. And if that's the case, I guess you can keep trying to bounce around from agency to agency. And maybe you'll get lucky and they just have the best traffic ever. And the owner is too busy to realize you're a fucking retard. And he's desperate for people because he finally figured out Bumble, and he'll take anybody with a pulse to be on there and be like, hey babe, I'm horny. Give me $100. But you're not cultivating any skills. And if something happens with that guy's method, if something happens with the agency, or if he, God forbid, finds some good chatters, then you're fucked. What are you going to do? You're irrelevant. You're obsolete. Number 7, I think. Yeah, 7. This is such a big one. Do not stop selling if the sub purchased the most recent PPV. This drives me fucking crazy. Holy shit. I'm I need to take a moment. When I review chats of my chatters, they're talking to a sub and they send a PPV, $50, $70, $100, and then they stop. And it's like, why did you stop? Or they'll do a sequence and they'll sell, whatever, $120 worth of stuff, let's say 40, 30, 50. And then they stop. It's like, bro, why'd you stop? Did he say stop? Did he say I'm done? Did he say I can't afford anymore? Did he say I don't want to buy anymore? No. He's buying everything. Keep selling to him. Keep asking for more money. Don't stop asking for money until they put their hands up and they say, I'm tapped out. I can't buy anymore right now. Push the fucking envelope. Like, you guys are leaving so much money on the fucking tape. Now, to be fair, most chatters who are watching this probably don't have that fucking problem because you're, probably an idiot and you try to sell too quick and for too much and you don't milk it properly. But if you are that type of chatter who you are actually, triple digit IQ, and you build a connection with the sub and you're having good conversations with them and you're selling multiple PPVs per session, well, bro, like, why are you stopping after 3 sales? Why? Double it. 6. Now it's 6. Your minimum is 6. Okay. And it's not, I don't know, you get the model's content. Fuck it. Ask them for more content. Tell them you want more. They will make more. They will. That's the easy part. Making more content, like, it's easy. It's not hard. Okay. But don't be a little bitch. Don't be scared. Yes, I know it's going well with the sub. Yes, I know he's buying stuff. Yes, I know you're worried that maybe he will stop. But, like, reach your hand in your pants, touch your balls, remember you're a man, and fucking take the chance to do it anyway. Number 8. Oh my God. How did I leave this one till the fucking end? Set a goal before your shift. Holy fucking Christ. Set a goal. Do you have a goal in your shift? Do you say, and when I say set a goal, I mean state it in front of other people that will observe you and say, my goal in this shift is $900, whatever, $800, $500, $400, whatever the fucking goal is. I don't know. Pick one that is appropriate for your level of development. Pick that goal and do everything that you can to hit that goal. Like, are you not doing this? This is actually something that, I expected people to do on their own. And maybe some people are doing it internally, quietly, without announcing it. But now, one of the things that I have my chatters do is I have them announce in the group before their shift what their fucking goal is. How much do you want to sell today? Tell everybody. Tell me. Tell everybody else. Are you going to be the top seller today? Are you going to be the one with the highest goal? Well, fucking say it. Well, let's hear it. I need to know. Where are your balls? How big are your balls? Are they tiny little balls like this, or are they big fucking balls? If you say your goal is $1,000 this shift, are you the type of person who's going to achieve their goal, or do you just fucking say whatever the fuck you want just so you'll look cool, or just so your boss won't be fucking irritated with you? You know what I mean? Like, are you actually... Here's the thing. Here's the thing, chatter bros. You have to understand that the way... Here's even better. As a chatter, as a commission-only salesperson, you have an excellent opportunity to develop yourself into one of the most amazing people in the world. I'm not even joking. Commission-only salespeople who are good, who have honed their skills, who have dealt with rejection, who have progressed from beginning to end with difficult customers, with easy customers, who have squeezed every drop of value and gotten exactly what they wanted from start to finish with a customer through their own experience and wit and creativity. Though that is a skill. It is a skill set that, guess what? You can use it when you're not on your computer. You can use it at the fucking grocery store. You can use it to negotiate. You can use it to make friends. You can use it to fuck a girl. You can use it to fucking trap a rich man. Like, actually, you can use it in any area in your life. It will harden you into a fucking diamond. And you are given the opportunity, you are given the gift of being allowed to play in this playground of self-development every fucking day for a full work day. And if all you're doing is just the minimum to, pay for your fucking electricity, well, why? What a waste. And part of that is setting a goal. Set a fucking goal and say to yourself, I'm the type of person who achieves their goals. I'm the type of person, if I say I'm going to do $1,000, I am going to fucking work my fucking little ass off until I hit $1,000. There is no such thing as not doing it. Oh, it didn't work out today. Oh, today was a bad day. Oh, today my fucking electricity went out. Bitch, get in your fucking car, go drive an hour to the next town, connect to their internet, and get back to fucking work. You know what I mean? Like, how you're going to give yourself excuses? Because if you, it's really easy to come up with excuses. All right. Anyway, I'm fucking rambling. Number 9, give yourself daily missions. Now, this is something I started doing for my chatters. And if you are a chatter, this might be hard to do for yourself because you probably don't know what your weaknesses are. You probably don't know. It's hard. I mean, maybe you do, but unless the task is given to you by somebody else, it's going to be hard for you to address that yourself. For example, I would say I have 5 quality closers right now. They're not perfect. They're all works in progress, and they all sometimes make me want to strangle them, but overall I'm happy with their performance. However, that doesn't mean they're perfect. They all have areas that I observe need to be improved. For example, I have one guy, very quick, very clever, very smart, very witty. He's probably the most witty one. But he relies way too heavily on sexting. That's how he makes his money. He finds the horny subs and he sexts with them. Sexts with them. He doesn't make money in any other way. He rarely sells customs. He rarely runs gambits. He rarely does anything else if he's going to make money other than sex with a sub. So I gave him a mission. I was like, you got to fucking qualify everybody. You got to build a commonality with everybody. You have to, I don't want to tell you exactly what I told him, but I basically gave him instructions on how to earn money from a sub without sexting. And there are ways that we do that. We talk about it all the time in my agency. And that was his mission. I have another guy who, let's talk about the manager, right? Manager, very smart guy, very talented, happy with his performance overall. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I know he's fucking coasting. I know he's coasting. He's the manager. I gave him really good accounts. I let him have his pick, but the problem is that he's getting lazy. He's getting complacent. So his mission was, guess what, bro? You need to sell to, and what I noticed is that like he's good and clever. So he'll sell to like 2 subs or 3 subs for like $200 or $100 each. And then I don't know what the fuck he's doing for the rest of the day. I really honestly don't know. So I told him, I was like, guess what, bro? Your job, your mission is to sell to, I think I said, 7 or 8 people. That is your mission, to sell to 7 or 8 people or sell for, I don't know what I told him, maybe $600 or maybe $700 a day. Like either of those would be fine with me. Because what I want to do is I want him to break the habits of just fucking selling to one person or selling to 2 people and hitting his goal and then being done, right? I want to break him of that habit. I want him to get into the habit of always working at the same intensity all day, no matter what. Imagine if he worked with that intensity every day, because I know for a fact what he does is he hits $500 and then he's fucking done. And that's it. He's like, well, done with my $500. Guess I only had to work 3 hours today. And okay, fine. I don't know if that's exactly what he's doing. I'm not saying he's not there. He's always available. But I'm not fucking sitting there over his shoulder. But I see his chats. I see the way he sells. Dude is fucking smooth like butter, baby. There's no way he's fucking not able to sell for double that every day. Easy. So I wanted to break him of that habit, and I gave him a specific mission for him to do. And I gave other people missions too that are more specific to theirs things. Anyway, those are the 9 simple things you can do to double your chatting revenue in your next shift. Let me know what you think about that. Drop me a comment, like the video, subscribe, hit me up for coaching, follow me on Instagram, etc., and I shall see you next time.